Well, hello and welcome to Over 50 and Fabulous After Dark. This is Mally Roncal, and I am here with my Mrs. America crown that is way too big for my head because guess what? The real Mrs. America has a very large head, apparently. I am oh, hello. Thank you. Welcome to Over 50 and Fabulous. This is the streaming show that you got. Oh, for God's sake. Doris, your head is so large. But I have to say, the crown looks great on me. Mrs. America, here it is. First and foremost, thank you so much for joining us here. We're so excited for the next hour or so. You are going to be joined by one of my dear friends who I really just invited because I felt really sorry for her. It's going to be a special hour. Again, thank you if you're joining us here on QVC.com or on Facebook QVC. Please feel free to put any comments that you need in the space bar. Carrie is here. She's going to give us all of the answers or all of the questions that you need. But without further ado, please welcome all of us. Geez Louise, Doris, your head is not only a very strange shape.
Cue the drum roll.
Cue the drum roll, whatever.
Cue the hand clapping.
Yeah.
Thank you. Here I come. Thank you so much.
Welcome, everyone.
Look, you're
Doris
little. Put this out.
Doris Dalton. Good Lord.
Hi.
Welcome. I love you. All right, you ready? Are you ready? Are you going to be good? Because we've got almost a whole hour of you and me together.
They gave us a really long delay in case you and I get bad. They can just cut it and go to something.
True. This is true.
Lovely. Give me a big hug.
I love you.
I love you more.
Listen. Can I wear this? I'm going to wear this Mrs. America for a few minutes, but
you can wear it all.
Can I introduce you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, all right. So
see if she gets it right. What's my name?
Your name is Doris Dalton.
Nice.
She is the founder of Dalton Beauty, but really she is so much more to all of us here at QVC. If you have been a QVC watcher for 30?
It'll be 30 years in January.
30 years in January.
Don't tell anyone.
You
it's
know.
A long time.
You know.
I was an embryo
Doris.
when I started. Only 31 now.
Right, whatever. Anyway, but we have known and loved you not only as an amazing beauty expert, but as a friend to all of us here. God, that thing just dug right into my head.
It does dig into your head.
Jeez Louise.
That's why I quit the pageant circuit. No, I'm kidding. I will tell you, I was here when Mally launched her very first product.
Yes.
I was in the green room.
Yeah.
And it was that little product that did the corner of the eye,
light wand. Yes,
the little
light
light wand. See, that's how long I've been here.
I love that. First of all,
I think I told you what to do. I gave you pointers that night.
You might have. You might have.
She probably did well.
She probably.
Yeah.
Actually sold out.
She's still here. They invited her back. We haven't figured that out yet.
Me neither. Wait, this is the best part because already the comments are coming in, and Carrie must feel like we're blind because the words are so
I am
large.
blind. Because 50. One thing about 50, you can still read. 60, that's a really great font.
So it's
That's perfect for me.
Largest font. Eva H is saying, hi, Doris and Mally. Hi, Eva. Okay, so wait a minute.
What, Mommy?
So welcome to Over 50 and Fabulous.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm so excited to be here. I've been looking forward to it forever, and it's the big launch of my book too, so I wanted to talk about that, but we'll go. Hi, Lily.
Lily, you have to read the comment first, Miss.
Her has my 30 years. I know, it's crazy.
We have to teach her a few things here. Being on the show.
I'll behave.
Okay, but that's the thing.
Quiet.
So you read the comment first, and then you respond. No, girl, are you crazy?
Yeah, really?
The last thing we would do is give Doris Dalton alcohol when we have a live camera rolling.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
That's dangerous.
That's all we have to say. So yes, okay, so we have a lot to talk about.
Let's talk about
it. And we're really, really excited to have you here. I have been actually dreaming of this moment. But when we did actually start Over 50 and Fabulous, I thought, who would be the absolute worst guest to have on this show?
That's why this is the last show. They always say the best for last. It was nice having this show.
It's not the last show, but they did say, Mally, if you do want to end early, blink twice.
go.
Excuse me.
It's a little. Thank you, Mark. Well, Mark loves my products and my love for animals. And I do have an adoption event coming up, October 22nd.
You do?
You should come.
I'm
You
gonna
should bring
come.
your daughter too.
Yeah, we're going to come. We're going to do all things. Okay,
Yeah.
so first, before we get started, and we do have...
All right, I'll stop.
As usual, she's just taking over. Like I'm not even here.
I'm bigger than you.
Even though I am the one wearing the sash.
Do you see how tall I am?
Can we talk about Mrs. America for a minute?
Yeah, that's how I
Because
got to QVC.
Okay, so Mrs. America came first. So
Yes.
let's share that information first. So how did that come about? What made you look in the mirror and say, wow, I'm pretty. I should be in pageants?
Wow. Because I looked in the mirror and I said, you have it. You have what it takes to be Mrs. America.
I love that.
That is not what happened.
I love that, though.
It is not what happened, though.
Okay, but what
My
happened?
husband at the time, which is not my husband now, I have a second husband who's fabulous, and his birthday's today. So if you're watching, happy birthday, Robert.
Happy birthday,
The second's always a charm. I'm too lazy to go for a third. I always tell him that. But he said, you know, we were watching. I always like to watch pageants, and you'll appreciate this, just because I love the gowns.
Yeah.
I think in another life I was like some sort of like gown creator.
Designer,
Like
yeah.
I love Say Yes to the Dress with the wedding dresses, and I would always watch them.
That's great.
So my husband at the time said, you should try that. You should do that. I think you would do well. I had never done a pageant before.
Really?
I didn't know anything about them. Nothing.
So you were not
Zero.
like doing the circuit? No.
I know. What do you think? I'm like Kitty, like with the
Like
flipper.
Kim- like
and
Kim
everything?
Gravel?
No. Oh, Kim does that, right? Look, like Kim. See, but I won. Sorry, Kim. I love you, Kim. I love you with all my heart.
Oh my God.
This is what it really looks like, Kim.
Oh my God. I am done. Okay, so you
know I love that girl
I
too.
know. Listen, everybody loves Kim.
Here's the deal. Honestly,
yeah.
if you're just like all tuning in, here's the deal. We love each other.
Yeah, we do.
It's a crazy world that we're in.
It is.
It's really crazy, but we have like such a great camaraderie with all the girls here, right? Like,
well, I
and
think,
the guys, we have
think,
all of them.
Yes, but I think the thing that it makes QVC
Deborah,
so
you can
special.
try it on. Here, I'll show
Okay,
you.
you have to read the comment.
Deborah
Doris.
said, let me try the crown on.
Okay,
I said, yeah.
but you answered her without letting
My
everyone
husband
hear.
said to me, he goes, where are you going with that? I said, wouldn't you like to know? Friday night, buck a shop.
Okay, Lisa
What?
said,
Hi,
you both
Lisa.
look great. Thank you.
you.
And make the font you can see.
I can see
I
it.
have glasses everywhere.
I appreciate that.
I love that. I love that. And you pick out the comments. Yeah, you better watch out.
Don't give me any bad ones that like you can never, you know. I'm kidding.
But wait a minute.
All right, so that's
But
how I
wait.
got here. So I
Okay.
did it. So I
You won?
I won the Pennsylvania. I was Mrs. Pennsylvania. So I won that, which was crazy. I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
But I did something that was really smart that I think that's helped me throughout my life. And maybe this is a little tip for someone that's watching is I would watch people that inspired me. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even know how to walk or what to do or whatever, but I watched people that did.
Yes.
Like, they knew what they were doing and they knew how to, like, walk it. So I said, okay, I'm going to do that.
Yes.
So that's what I did. So I won Mrs. Pennsylvania, and then I competed in the Mrs. America pageant.
Where
and
was
I won that? In
Where
San
was it?
Diego.
In San Diego, so
Yeah.
you went. And did you have a talent?
No, there's no talent. I wouldn't win. I wouldn't win if there was a talent. No, I didn't have a talent. But I do remember my question.
Okay, go ahead.
So my question's a tough one. Tell me how you guys would answer this question. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
How did the emergence of the woman in today's society ruin the adage, a woman's place is in the home? That was my question. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Wait a minute, and you don't know, right?
I think that was a sabotage. I think somebody did not want me to win. No, I was like crazy. I was like, I had to like.
Did you panic?
No.
No.
By that time, I didn't panic. By that time, you're like done. You're like,
Yeah.
if I win, I win. If I don't, I don't care. I'm out. You know.
So
but
do you remember
no.
what your answer was?
Yeah, I did. I did remember because. Listen, if a woman has the opportunity to stay home and be a mom at home, God bless her. I think honestly, that's a real blessing.
Yeah.
Because most of us can't, right? And I couldn't at the time. I was a doctor, practicing. I had, you know, a 1.5-year-old at the time, and I was married. So that's basically what I said. I said, those days of staying home and baking Duncan Hines just don't exist anymore with the economic society.
Wow.
I know, I just pulled it out of my butt. I really did.
You sounded really smart for a minute.
Literally pulled it right out. And then everyone clapped, and I said, oh, I answered it really well.
And you said, oh, I won.
My dad even told me, he goes, this is what my dad said, God rest his soul. This is before top 10. He goes, there's a lot of good-looking ladies here, honey. I want you to know that I really love you, but I don't think you're going to win.
Bless.
I'm like, Dad, thanks for the vote of confidence. Thanks a lot, Dad. It was his way of, like,
I was gonna
supporting me.
Yeah, and making, you know, if you didn't, by some strange stretch of the imagination,
Crazy,
that
right?
you wouldn't be disappointed.
I wasn't disappointed. I won so many things. It was great. Trips. I went to the Rose Bowl. How cool is that? Yeah, for a week. I worked on a float.
Okay, so wait, so how did you end up at QVC?
So one of the duties, you do all of these things. You do all these events. One of the events.
You did lots of duties.
Yeah, I do lots of duties. They pick them up with a little thing in the yard. But the duties that I was.
Did you do duties today?
No.
Ooh.
There's the door, if it happens. Okay. No, here's the thing. It was one of the things, and there was a lipstick company.
Fran
Wilson.
Fran Wilson.
And
I remember.
they were a pageant. What do you call it?
Like sponsor?
Sponsor.
Yeah.
Duh. I only have one brain cell. She has two.
That's right.
And they said, oh, would you go to QVC? I didn't even know what QVC was. I had no clue. Will you, because I was local, would you go to QVC and present these lipsticks? Now, let me tell you this story, because this is a really cool story.
Okay.
So I'm like, I had no clue what QVC was, didn't know, honestly didn't care. I was busy. I mean, I worked 10 hours a day. I'm a mom, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so I drive to Westchester.
Okay.
The old studio, Melly.
Yes, I remember. They talk about the old studio.
It rotated. So my first host was Mary Beth Rowe.
Oh.
Love her.
Oh.
And I sat there. Now this was back in the day, and you will appreciate this.
Yes.
Because you came along at the right time. I paved the way for you.
You did.
Yes.
You did.
I'll take a check. It's fine. But what happened was, so you didn't touch anything.
Really?
No, you didn't touch anything. The lipsticks all went out here on the table.
Okay.
We sat on a couch just like this, and there was Mary Beth Rowe, and I'm sitting there, and they go rotating, and it would rotate around, and there you kind of just like rotated. Just
your
like
body rotated?
the whole set rotated. And you would be sitting there, and sets rotating, and you sat down, and there was the lipsticks, and you talked about them. And I was the first one to pick them up and show colors on my hand and show what they looked like. Nobody did that. There was really no beauty at QVC then.
Wow.
This was back in the day. It was me.
That's amazing.
See, I paved your way. You're welcome. She owes me big, really big.
Well,
big
but
time.
then I came and made it cool.
Yeah, she did. After I paved the way so she could get here. I'll tell you. But that's how I got here. And then they kept saying and
I remember the Fran Wilson lipsticks.
I wore this on air for 5 years.
What?
For 5 years, I came on air. If you can find old stuff.
Yeah.
I had this on.
I remember, and you had big hair.
Oh, I had huge
which
hair.
I love. Which I love. Yeah.
I would spray glitter in it. I loved big hair. I still have big hair. The only reason people always ask me, like, why do I wear it in a ponytail? One, I'm lazy.
Yeah.
And two, I like to demo on myself.
Yeah.
You know what? And the hair gets in my way because I got a lot of hair. But hers is like good hair. I'm like horse hair.
You know,
this is like good. Mine like
you have
humidity,
beautiful
like,
hair. You have beautiful hair. Don't even start.
Don't talk about my armpit hair that way. Don't do it. But no, that's how I got here. And then the lipsticks did really well. It was the first time they were ever on air.
Yeah.
And they did really well. And they said, would you come back? And I wore that for 5 years. And then one day I said, okay, there's a new Mrs. America in town. And they were like, well, we want you to keep you know, coming. I said, I will, but you know, I put this in my little box. But it was a really great gateway for me to do a lot of really cool things.
That's amazing.
And Kim will probably attest that. You know, Kim and I have never talked about pageants.
Really?
Isn't that funny? That's
yes,
so weird.
that
I'm
is so
text
weird.
her when we get done. I'm gonna text her.
Okay, so Nancy's saying
Hi,
QVC
Nancy.
is definitely like a family. 50
It
and
is.
Fabulous is like getting the crazy aunts of the family together. Honey, you said that.
You have no idea.
Yes, exactly. Oh, Susie.
A chiropractor wants to know what kind of a doctor. You asked the question.
Guys, this
When you
is,
get in trouble.
This is the reason why we have to, we actually put a leash on her. And I'm going to do Carrie, we're going to do a little prod,
All right,
a
I'll
little
be
cattle
quiet.
prod. Because whenever she talks out of turn, remember? Okay,
Yes.
so this is how it works. Susie is asking Doris, what kind of doctor were you?
So, Susie, a chiropractor. So I was a chiropractor and practiced for 20 years.
Yes.
And I had a huge kind of medical chiropractic physical therapy center
Wow.
that I had for
great.
20 years. It was a very young practice. I did a lot of work with the pediatrician next door.
Okay.
I saw a lot of young children. It was really a great experience.
Can we ask a question
You
for
can
all
ask
of us
too.
over 50
Yeah.
women?
Yeah.
What are some of the best tips? And of course, we're gonna laugh and have fun. But I think this is like a moment that I have you sitting
Got
here.
a moment.
What are some of the best tips, like for staying? Because you have beautiful posture. You have a
Only
beautiful.
because I'm sitting here. Normally I'm like this.
But you're a chiropractor. You can't do
Yes.
that. So what are some of our best tips
So
to staying?
first and foremost,
Yes.
sitting, they say, is like literally the new cigarette smoking. Because people have become so complacent and sitting
Yes.
so much and they're not mobile.
Yes.
So there's a couple things, tips and tricks that I would say to keep you mobile. One, yes, listen, this is a weird thing to say,
Okay.
but keep your boobs out. Okay, keep them out. Keep them flexed out. Because if not, what happens? Our boobs get a little, no, sitting. I'm going to stand up for this. Okay. All right, I'm going to stand up.
Are we
So,
standing?
no, you can sit down.
Oh, no, I wanna
But
do it,
what
too.
happens is our breasts naturally get larger as we get older. We eat a little bit more. They gain weight. So what happens is we become more round-shouldered because we don't want to do this. But when we were 18, we did
yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? They were out. The girls were out. So what I'm going to tell you is put them out. Pull your shoulders back.
Okay.
Remember how those shoulder blades you can touch. And these are exercises that you can do. Just push them back. That makes that strong. And I'm a big, huge fan of Pilates.
Oh.
Put your boobs back in there. Nobody needs to see all that. Nobody needs to see all of that. But yes, so that is.
I love that.
Yeah, but sitting, we've become
Yeah, I
such
agree.
a sediment-like society
Yeah.
because we're on the internet,
Yes,
we're
yes,
watching TV, and it used to be we went out to play until mom and dad called us in, and we
Yeah.
knew it was like time to
That's
eat
right.
because the sun was setting.
That's right.
But
That's
now
right.
it's like we sit so much.
We do. We do.
So it's and the food supply is a little bit different now than
Yeah.
what it used to be.
That's
so just be active.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
and,
love
and
that.
exercise is cumulative. It doesn't mean that you have to force yourself to go to a gym. I drive by a gym really well. Right to the coffee shop. I can go so fast. It's amazing how fast I can get to that gym. Right past it. It's crazy good. But no, it's like cumulative, and it doesn't have to be like lifting weights and being crazy and all this thing. It's like little things. Like honestly, when I'm like sitting there and I'm not sitting, standing like at the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Like I'll do like little push-ups on the sink. Like just like
Yes.
little things, and they all add up. They all add up.
Fitness tips by Doris Dalton.
Don't take them from me. That I can eat better than anybody
what the heck
I
is
know.
going on back here on my shirt?
I'm not going
I
back
don't
there.
wanna
It's
see what's
dangerous
going on.
back there.
Lisa loves hearing about the early days on
Yes.
QVC. She's been watching since 1995.
So you remember me?
Yes, I love that. And then Candy says, stretch, stretch, stretch,
Yeah. So
ladies.
I love Pilates. Do
Yeah.
you want to know why I love Pilates so
Why?
much?
Why?
Because you can lay down and exercise. That is why I love Pilates. You can literally lay down and exercise. But you do, you're just kind of like sliding around, laying down. You're not like sweating, like I'm jogging, like, bleh. No, you're just, ooh, look at me. I'm a ballerina. Like my legs are going like this. But it is really good core strength. I have a Pilates machine in my house.
You do? I have the one from QVC.
Yeah, I do
too.
The
Windsor Pilates.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
It holds so much clothes. I could probably put my tiara on it. Yes, it holds so much clothes. I like layers it.
But then we move the clothes.
I push the clothes into the closet like that.
It's so stupid. So anyway, okay, so let's do this. Let's play a game.
Oh no!
Called Compare the Books, because I know you have a book coming out.
I'm an accomplished author.
So this is my book. It's called Love, Lashes, and Lipstick, My Secrets for a Gorgeous, Happy Life. Thank you. And these are my books. And look, and when you open it, there's words and photos and memories and all of that. Now, Doris, you have a book apparently that's coming out today.
It's coming out. I've been working on it feverishly because I watch the show. I absolutely adore the show. I love the show because I find it interesting. Like I find like little tidbits. Like we are all friends here. I'm telling you, we've all kind of grown up together in a weird way.
Yes.
But there's so many things that like when you see somebody in the room, you don't know those little tidbits of information of like what their life is like, you know?
Right.
So I love watching this show and getting that.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, everyone that comes on the show has written a book.
Yeah.
Everyone has done a PBS special. So I said, well, geez, I'm bringing my crown.
Yeah, she is.
And I'm writing a book. Now, I need you guys to vote. Okay, ready? I have 2 covers. 60 is the new 50.
Oh, God.
See that? 60 by Doris Dalton. Okay? This is my book. 60 is the new 50. Or 60 and Sensational by Doris Dalton.
Wow.
What do you think?
Wow.
What? So I need everyone. Do you hear that applause? I hear it. I knew it. I knew it. So
show them the book.
I'm going to show you the book inside. This is chapter 1. Chapter 2. Chapter 2. They said, do you really have a book? I said, I don't even own a pad of paper. I don't have a book. Like, but I'm not showing up without a book. So my team put together my book.
That is so nice.
60 and Sensational.
A new, yeah.
Or 60 is the new 50.
I like this.
You guys have to vote on what my cover is going to be.
Okay, great. Yes, and then someday we'll come. I mean,
my book's a little bigger than your book.
It is, but mine has words.
Oh. Well, mine is called Use Your Imagination. What has Doris done? It's like, where's Waldo? So what are we getting? What are we getting?
We're gonna see.
We're gonna get 60 is the new 50, or we're gonna get.
I think I like this one because it's got the bathing suit on the cover.
Yeah, how about that? That's the last time I was in a bathing suit.
That is so not true. I mean,
no,
and you know, let me see you smile.
Yeah.
Smile.
I've gained a little weight since then. Just a little bit. Not a lot.
But listen.
I ate healthy choices and I was like on the treadmill.
Listen,
you know.
but you look great.
I know.
You really do. You look
great. Did my mother send the check in the mail for that?
But here's the thing. Why do you think it is?
This one.
Stupid.
Sway. Look at that. That's fabulous. I'm an accomplished author now. I'm just going to add that to my book. I'm going to put a chapter in.
I can't.
When I wrote my book.
That's
in my
great.
book.
Yeah, on Over 50 and Fabulous.
No.
Yeah.
60 and Sensational.
I get it. Okay, wait. All
60
right.
is the new 50.
Is that something that you would ever do?
No.
Really? No? How come?
I hate to write. I would need a ghostwriter. No, I don't.
What do you want to do? Okay, so let's talk about this. You're 60 for real?
Yeah. I'll be 61 in 2 months.
Okay, great. So all right, so you are a...
Not Sag. Yeah.
I have twin Sedges.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's fine.
We are crazy in the best way.
Yeah.
We're really loving people, but
Yes.
we have a wild side, like
Yes.
a wild side.
Yeah, like a cat.
Well, we're like
a
that.
feral cat.
We're the half horse thing, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, what do you think you're going to get? It's like an animal, a person.
So
what do you
listen,
think's going to happen with all that?
You've won Mrs. America.
Yeah, I can quit now. That's enough.
You have a very successful line of
I'm very
cosmetics.
blessed. I'm very blessed with that. I'll tell you how that came to be too in a second.
I want to know all about that. But with all of that, what would you say to someone who's watching? Because again, that's the thing. Who says, okay, well, that's all well and good for you, Doris. You're beautiful. You're accomplished.
No, not
you're
true.
smart. You're funny. You're witty. You're all these things.
Keep going. I didn't tell you to stop.
But maybe people don't feel. Are you always this confident?
I wasn't.
Okay.
The pageant did a lot of that for me, to be real honest.
I was more confident or less confident?
More confident.
Okay.
All right. Let me explain a couple things.
Okay.
QVC did that for me too. Because I bet people ask you this too. Like, I could never do that. People are like, I could never do what you do. I could never go out on camera and do those things. That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely.
It's
where I
attention
shine.
hog.
A little bit. I'm trying to overshadow her so bad. Like, I'm just trying, because this is the new show that's coming. 60 is sensational. Stay tuned. Here's the thing. I was kind of a little bit shy. I was I was nerdy. I don't know if that's like a proper term to use, but I wasn't the popular kid in school. So back in the day, we called it a little nerdy. I don't mean to be,
Right. We know what you mean.
Yeah. So I wasn't like overly popular, and I had a decent life. It was quiet. And when I did the Mrs. America pageant, you have to go and do speeches in front of hundreds of people. Talk about being scared. That little emoji that looks like a
Like
turd.
a poop?
Yeah. That's what I was.
Yeah.
That's what I was. And once you do that a couple times, it kind of like, you're like, okay, not to say that you still don't get butterflies or still get a little uncomfortable with it, but that helped a lot. And then I started with QVC and I loved it.
Okay.
I loved the stuff.
So what about someone who's watching maybe and she's 55 and she says, well, Doris, I would love to have confidence like you. What's something that maybe you, do you have a little secret? Like you said, you watch other people that were doing what you're doing. Or do you say, call Kim Gravel and read her book since she really has one?
Yeah, and I would say, or write one. I would say this, okay? Here's an interesting, I've gone through, and you know this, Mel, a bunch of different life experiences.
Yes.
I started Dial 10 because I'm a cancer survivor.
Yeah.
I was doing the Fran Wilson. I had to take a break. I was going through cancer treatments, and I ended up creating Dial 10. That's what Dial 10's about, and that's how it started. But one of the things that I learned by getting so sick and being so scared that I wasn't going to be there for my son, that I wasn't going to see him graduate, that I wasn't going to see him get married, all of those things that flash through your head, is that when you're so scared of something and you don't have the confidence to do it, if it's not, and I say this, I know that there are people going through a lot of different things, but if you don't have, it's not going to kill you. Just try it. It's not going to kill you. So even if you're scared, even if you feel like, oh, I can't do that, I can't talk to this person, I can't go and do that, it's not going to kill you. And it's only the first time once.
Yes.
Once you do it,
yes.
the second time, it's like so much, you've already done it. It didn't kill you. Then you're like, oh, okay, I wore all that aluminum-free deodorant for nothing. I didn't die from it. It didn't kill me. And look, I'm so much better because I think life is made to experience. Yeah. That's why we're put on this earth, is to create experiences. That's why I haven't written my book, because I don't even know where to start, because I don't think my life is like even remotely there. There's so much I learn every single day, different chapters in my life that are so exciting and new and different. My favorite thing in my life right now, and first I'll get back, I'm sorry, I have ADD too, by the way.
You're
if you
kidding.
haven't, I go all over the place.
No, but this is exactly what the show's all about, just diarrhea of the mouth. Just
I love
go
that.
for it.
Here. That's for you in case I get too much diarrhea. But I'm a grandmom now.
Yes. Oh, I know. You have a beautiful, beautiful grandson.
I will tell you this,
Tell me.
and don't judge me when I say this, but you can judge me if you want to, but just don't like type it out. I was a person like, I was busy, and yes, I was always a driver. I'm a middle kid.
Yeah.
I had foster brothers and sisters, 6 of them.
Wow.
Grew up on a farm, drove a tractor before I drove a car. So a lot of like things that kind of make you strong on the inside. I have, my mother was born before her time. She's amazing.
Is your mom still?
My mom is still with me. Yeah. I know that yours isn't.
Yeah, that's
I lost my
amazing.
dad last year. That was really tough.
Yeah.
No, 2 years ago. Oh my gosh, 2 years ago during COVID. So that was really hard. So we didn't get to have a service, all that craziness. But my mom's 82, and just like I was talking to her on the way down, it's one of our rituals. I always talk to my mom on the way. She goes, "Oh, what time are you gonna be on?" So I always talk to my mom on the way down, and she talks to me on the way back until I get into the driveway, so she knows I'm home and safe. And this is at 60, right? Like,
That's
my mom's
awesome.
82, but she's brilliant. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. So, grandson. Yeah. So here we go. I can't miss that. I was the person like that. People would be like the friend, "Oh, look at my grandchild." And I think to myself, really? See, don't judge me. Do not judge me. Do not judge me, because I've learned my wicked ways, okay? They'd be like, "Oh, my grandchild's so," and this would be my sister. She had a grandchild. She goes, "Oh, look at all these pictures of my grandchild." And I'd be like, "Oh, yeah, that's great." Then all of a sudden, my grandchild comes. Here I am, back there while the show was going on.
Yeah.
Look at the video he sent me. He calls me E.E. because he can't say G's.
Oh.
So you can't say Gigi yet. So he goes, "I love you, E.E." Oh my gosh, my heart is melted through my pants.
Like your eyes are watering.
Oh, I think about him. He just is the love of my life. So, and I think that brings you purpose. Yeah. So I think each decade in your life, and like age is just a number. My 50s were awesome. My 50s were so good. One thing I love about being in my 50s, we're like, you're there. You're not trying to figure life out anymore. It's already there.
Yeah.
You've already figured it out.
Yeah.
It's like, honestly, Mal, it's like you're already kind of set in your ways. Yes, you have your trials and your tribulations and all those speed bumps and all that stuff. That's life.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, it's kind of boring. Sometimes you don't appreciate the highs unless you know what the lows are, right?
Yeah.
You have to have those variances to really. I mean, if it's always like this, it's like vanilla. It's always like this.
Yeah.
So you have the highs, you have the lows, but 50s were awesome. 50s were amazing.
What do you think the 60s are going to be like?
I'm loving it so far. I'm not even scared of it. Like, it's so weird because, like, I think when we're younger, they go, "Oh, she's older. She's 50."
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, girl, now when you're 50, you're like, "Oh gosh, I feel sorry for them. I don't want to be 20. I don't want to be 25. I don't want to be 18.
Oh,
Who
gosh.
wants all that? Who wants all that?" I'm really quite comfortable. My stomach's hanging out a little bit. I've got
Did you
flatter
notice
shoes.
that? Did you notice that about you as you got older? That you were like,
I'm a little Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Yeah. Don't put me on a sandwich, but I am. But I don't care.
Yeah.
But I did care.
You did.
I did,
When you
yeah,
were
of
younger.
course.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, there you go.
I was a pageant girl. Of course I cared. No, not really, not so much. I did, not honestly,
But
not so
you're
much.
beautiful.
I
Okay.
worked on it. I wasn't. Not that I worked on it like any of that. I learned to do makeup. I learned makeup tricks.
Yeah.
When I get out of bed, my husband hasn't left me. I think he's losing his eyesight. But it's like, I did put my makeup on, like when I see my grandson, because I want him to think I'm cute.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I'm so teasing. I'm playing with you. But I learned makeup. No, I'm not. I did learn makeup tricks.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
it is
you teach them.
powerful.
You're a makeup artist.
Yeah.
And throughout 30 years of being here on QVC and meeting and doing all this stuff
Well,
and creating products.
Thank God I came to town
She
to
taught
teach
me.
you.
She taught me how to contour my nose. This. and my cheeks so I could eat a little bit more.
But really, Doris, you're a beautiful woman.
Thank you. That's genetics. That has nothing to do with that's my mom and dad.
Yes.
I have my dad's height and my dad's coloring, and I have my mom's face, like almost my mom's identical face. Yeah.
And isn't that such a blessing? Like when you see her and you see like this is where I came from.
I guarantee you she's watching now.
What's her name?
Her name is Joanne.
Hi, Joanne.
But when I see her, like my mom's great. Like she's amazing. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
She's such a pretty woman. I don't even know how my dad landed that. I really don't. But I'm gonna tell you something. She's a pretty woman, and always like she's so smart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sharp.
I love that.
She's sharp. She goes, "Do you remember this?" I'm like, "No, Mom, I don't remember. I have amnesia."
She must be so proud of you.
I think she's proud of all of us in different ways. I won this at a really interesting time in all of our lives. My brother was killed in a car accident, and my family was really sad. Yeah, they were all really, really, really sad. It was a tough time. Okay, I'm getting even a little bit more morbid for you. And then right after my brother died, my younger brother's wife was killed in a car accident, all within like a year of each other. So there was no happiness and there was no joy. So when I did this and I won, I flew them all out to San Diego. We all went to, and when we won, it was the first bit of joy that we had. So it was a big deal. And I mean, not that my whole life is about it. I loved being a doctor. I loved helping people, feel better. But I love where I'm at now in my life. I love makeup. Like I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's crazy cool stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like I love playing with it. I love creating new products.
Yeah.
Isn't it like having a baby?
Yeah.
Like you're like, ooh, this texture. Oh my gosh, this color's not right yet. Oh, wait a minute. Look at the component, and you're building and you're creating this baby. I love that.
Can I tell you, when we first launched Mally Beauty, we had a blush. And it was called Mally's Baby, because when I would be doing Beyonce, or like J-Lo or Celine Dion.
Wait. Do they have books? Look at her just name dropping.
Oh, wait. There might be pictures of my clients in this book.
Let me get my phone out. Does your picture look like mine?
Let me see if I can find some. Oh, I have so much color photos as well in my book. Let's see. Oh, look, this is when I was in Russia doing a photo shoot with the Russian ballet.
Was it back then when To Serve with Love?
It could be.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could have been so many.
That was a really long time ago.
And I have also more makeup tips.
Is that my mom? Joy asked, is that my mom on the cover of my book? This is Florence Henderson.
Oh.
She was the mom of the Brady Bunch.
Yes, I remember. Yes,
she was
she's
the MC
gorgeous.
of the pageant. She was that pretty. She was really pretty.
Really
pretty.
But wait, what were we talking about? Hold on. So when I would do makeup for my celebrity clients, I would, I'd take a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and I would mix it all together. And there was a special color, right, that I would put on everyone, and it would look great on everyone. And we
called it. What was the color?
It was well, we called it Mally's Baby, but it was like 4 different blushes, and I would go do 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 do,
and you would put it all together.
Yeah, and then I do. So we called it Mally's Baby, and all of a sudden that blush was like our #1 blush for years and years. I still have some.
Blush is having a major comeback now.
Yeah, well, and it should have a major comeback.
It should have never left.
I know. Well, I'll tell you that right now.
I love a good blush.
Can I tell you what? I wake up in the morning and I have nothing on my face.
Yeah, that scared me. Don't text me that picture. I'd rather look at the picture of your dog.
This I get. But I would say I look like a potato or like a thumb. Like, there's no color.
You look like a thumb?
A thumb.
Oh, like Thumbelina?
But then you put blush.
First of all, there's no way that she ever looks like a thumb. I have never in my life ever heard someone say, I get up in the morning and I look like a thumb.
But look. So
cool. Do you look like a thumb?
I do, and that's the reason why I need my blush. Judy's saying riding her horse in her 40s and my 50s, my 60s, and my mid-70s. Yay!
Yeah.
Good
Fabulous,
job,
Judy. I grew up, I had a horse.
Nobody really asked you.
I'm just telling you. I had a horse. Her name was Taboo. She was an Arabian horse.
Just because Judy had a horse was not.
Judy, you can come over and ride my horse, but I don't have it anymore.
It wasn't actually an invitation to hear about your horse. It was just her. It was her sharing her experience.
You know what's really great about riding horses? It's core. It strengthens your core.
That's right, and that's why she still can do it. And
that's why I lay down and do Pilates. It strengthens my core.
I do love the thing. I think that is the key moment in here. And first of all, I want to say, because before this hour is flying.
Can we play our game?
We're going to play our game. But here's the thing.
Because I want to win something. There's prizes.
There's no prizes.
Oh,
I am so proud of us.
Yes.
Because everyone.
Let's do the Gloria Gaynor song. I will survive. I didn't sing as my talent. I will survive.
Clearly she didn't sing. But here's the thing. Everyone thought that we were going to say bad words. Everybody thought that we were going to be naughty and talk smack and be like this. You've been very inspirational in this.
I have?
Yes.
I did not do my job. I did not do my job. No, listen. I think life is fun.
Yes. Yes.
I always.
What's your guilty pleasure? You have to have one. Is it like sexy, sexual?
Oh God, no. Oh, jeez.
What is it like? Sexy time on a Saturday night?
Ew. That doesn't have to. Well, you're 60.
What?
Yeah, no.
60,
50s it was sexy time.
60 is the new sexty.
Sexty?
Yeah.
Is that a new word?
Yeah.
When I see your next hour show, sexty?
Yeah.
Sexty.
Listen.
You know what? What's my guilt? My grandson is my guilty pleasure.
Oh, I like that.
He brings me the most happiness.
Yeah.
It's not chocolate.
You spoil him.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, whatever.
Terribly run. I have one child. Yeah. I have one boy.
Yeah.
Devin, and he's in his early 30s.
Okay.
And I could only ever have one child because he was premature. And I had a rare weirdo condition. I have so many. Gosh,
you have
what chapter?
Write it down.
Give me a pen. I'm going to put this in the chapter.
Chapter 5.
Chapter 5. You almost died having your son. He was 3 months premature. He was a 2-pounder.
What?
And I had this my blood started to clot. It's called DIC. It's like this really weird thing. You go preeclamptic, your uterus blows up.
Oh, for God's
And then you
sake.
go into clots. And that's typically what women die of in childbearing years when they give birth. But so I could have had more children, but the doctor said, you got a 50-50 shot. I took one look at my son. I said, God bless me with this one. That's good enough.
Yeah.
I'm not going to leave him here by himself. Good Lord.
We had the twins, and then Vivian is like what we call the
oops, baby.
Surprise.
That's the sexty time.
That's what we said.
That's sexty time.
We did. Well, we said Vivian is, because we really worked hard to get Sophie and Pilar. We really did. And then we
You worked hard?
Well, yeah.
How was that? How was that? Or did it involve Pilates machine? How did you work so hard? Tell me, how did you work really hard?
Well, we made sure that we were doing it at the right time, and we were doing all the things. And then we had...
Did you go through those things when you could do the sex of the baby? Like, you would put the genitalia in the warm water so you could get a girl? This is true facts.
You put your vagina in warm water to get a baby?
No. The man's genitalia.
You put the penis in the water?
Not the penis.
Well, that's what the
dangling participles. You dangle them. That's where the sperm is, Mally. She's not a doctor. She's a makeup artist. That's all I'm telling you. You put the dangling participles, the gonads, the huevos rancheros get dipped into the warm water, and then the girl's sperm is very, very strong, and it seems to survive it. If you wanted to, there's all these different myths.
Bill must have hot huevos rancheros.
Look what he married. Saying,
because we had
no
all
dummy
girls. We had all girls.
That means you worked really hard.
Yeah.
Male sperm is a weaker sperm. Takes a little bit harder for him to get to the egg.
Wow.
This is really going in a weird direction. Anyway, that being said, that is not going in my book.
So you looked at that baby, and you said this is it. And so
my guilty pleasure is my grandson. Last weekend I got to spend the whole weekend with him.
Thank God.
We go on adventures.
Oh,
Adventures all the time. He takes my hand, he looks at me, and he gets whatever he wants. Rita's water ice with peach rings. He gets to go to the grocery store. He goes to the Five and Dime to get whatever toys he wants. Whatever the kid wants. I am the spoiling EE because he can't say G's yet.
No, you're not going to make me look at his picture, are you?
Oh, I have a video before I came on here because so Kate is my daughter-in-law. So my son and my daughter-in-law they've been together since they were 16. They're high school sweethearts.
That's nice. That's nice.
And this is how they met. We made my son get a job.
Oh.
My husband marched down to the Acme.
Yeah.
Acme.
That's a grocery store.
It's a grocery store at the Acme, and talked to the manager there and said, we would really like our son to, have a job. Now, Devin didn't know that my husband went down there and said this. So Devin was really scared, and he marched him down there to the Acme, and he got a job at the Acme, so he was a bagger at the Acme, right? He's a bagger.
Yeah.
He's all proud of himself. He's a bagger. Kate was a checker.
Oh.
So she was a checker.
That's so romantic.
Devin was a bagger, and that's how they met.
That's so sweet.
I know. Isn't that a cute story? At the Acme.
I love that.
So every time I go in there, I go, the checker and the bagger. Crazy, right? That's like crazy.
I feel like we actually have 1,000 more things we can talk about. And that's the reason why I was like, we're gonna need a part 2. Mitzi's saying you still have time to be naughty and use bad words. The show is not over yet.
We have 6 minutes.
And Lisa said there's still time to act up.
I'm ready.
Well, okay,
Bring
so
it,
then,
Mommy.
Then let's do some.
Let's do it. Are we gonna do rapid
fire?
Oh,
yeah,
man.
we've got.
These can be brutal.
And then we've got this or that. So, we could do a couple of those, but I think we start with our rapid fire. And when I say rapid fire, Miss Thing.
Don't think about it, just
because
spit.
This is the thing. We do these things, right, Sean, Carrie? I ask the question and people go, well, and I'm like, girl,
that's not
the point of
Say you don't win. They don't give them no stuffed animal.
Exactly.
No little fish in a bag. No goldfish for you. Get out. No cotton candy.
Why do they do that? Hi,
I don't know.
Lilani.
And they all died.
Lilani also is over 50 and fabulous. Yes,
Hi,
I
Miss
know.
Lilani.
I know. That's it, girl. Happy Fashion Weekend.
What a great week. Fashion. Yeah. Yay.
Oh.
Didn't mean to do that.
Oh, she's
Sorry.
Come in here.
I'm
you
like,
want to do rapid fire?
I'm not.
You want to do rapid fire?
I wasn't ready.
You need some Doll 10 beauty working.
I do.
You need some Mally beauty if you want to actually look good.
Yeah.
Although, honestly, you
Girl,
always look
I
gorgeous.
amped it up for you
No, but
tonight.
I'll tell you this. I'm going to be totally honest. I look at you, you're stunning. And then when I look at you in the monitor, I'm like literally breathtaking. You do. You look great.
I don't have that much money on me, Mally. I mean, I
Lilani
got maybe
always
a 50.
looks good, though. She's just,
She always looks
no,
good.
no.
How long have I known you? How long have you been at the Q?
Are we like 16, 17 years? Something like that. 17 years? Mally, how long have you been?
It's like a sisterhood.
19.
Okay, so I should be 17 years.
I'm the
It's
newbie
true.
here.
And 30
It's only a
years.
year, 30 years.
But this is what it is, right? This is, in all honesty, people don't necessarily believe us, but we are all now.
And we root for each other.
We do root for each other. That is what this community, I think,
It is.
mostly
It's a
about.
great community, and we couldn't do any of this stuff without you.
Yeah. Well, yes, they
You are all
us.
part of us.
Yes.
I think everybody
You
needs
smell
to
good.
know that.
Thank God.
I
'cause
took a
I've been
shower.
No, I'm not talking. Oh, hi, Sean.
Sean just
Another over 50 and fabulous just walked by.
Sean, I'm
Thank
going to
you.
put you in my book.
You walked over and it smells so good.
Oh, thank you. It's probably like a combination of Wen and Josie Marin because, again, I shop here too.
We all shop here too. That
We
is
do.
true. Okay, let's do rapid fire.
Okay,
You
am I
ready
staying for this?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can. What's the craziest beauty trend you have ever tried?
Oh, do you want me to go first?
Go.
Okay, so again, back in the 80s.
Yeah. You have
Do you
to
remember?
talk fast.
Yes,
It's rapid
Janet
fire.
Jackson. Like it was like shaved on the one side and then a perm here. It was a
yeah.
perm all going on the one side.
Yeah.
That was that was the hair.
But that's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
Janet Jackson. All right,
Yeah.
you?
Me?
Yeah.
Spray glitter in my hair.
Oh.
I loved it. And I had the highest hair. I have a picture, and it dropped off like this, right?
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
when I was coming, man, I was fierce.
Oh, I bet you had the hair too, guys.
All
I know
of
you
it.
did. I know
and
you did.
That can came like this, and eye spray. I would go into the disco. That's what it was called then. It wasn't a nightclub. It was a disco. And I had that hair be all sparkling.
That's the face.
Yeah.
Is that the face?
That's the face.
Let's all do that face.
So good. So good. So good.
We need the music though.
So good. Denise is saying thank you for the laughs tonight. Love this show. Look forward to it every week.
Thank you,
Denise.
Denise.
Thank you, Denise.
Thank you so. Oh, and Bonnie loves you.
I love you, Bonnie.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Bonnie's your mom, right? I'm kidding.
Hi. It's her aunt.
Hi, Aunt Bonnie.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, listen. I love you.
I love you.
You
I'm
go
gonna
and
exit.
do your thing.
Love you. I gotta
We love you.
do this.
Oh,
yeah.
it's
You know,
not
There's
done?
some makeup in the back.
Yeah, it's Mally Beauty.
Dial 10. Get you dialed up in 10 minutes or less. You only have 10 minutes.
Oh, is
You
that
gotta go on air.
That's your shtick? Get you dolled up in 10 minutes.
Honey, everybody's got to have a shtick. Let me have a sip of this. Oh, nice.
Okay,
What do
we're
you
not
got?
done. And then we have only 2 minutes, which is very sad because I could do this all night.
Keep going.
Okay, what's your favorite way to relax after a long day? Alcohol.
No, eat. I like food. I love food. I love food so much.
If you could switch lives for anyone for a day, who would it be besides Mally?
Mally.
Okay.
Mally.
All right. And what's your favorite song to sing in the shower?
Well, I really can't sing, but I can lip sing. I'm the best lip singer ever. So whatever comes on, I know every word.
Gary,
it makes
save
my
me.
husband crazy.
Save me.
I know, Gary, I know all the
Gary
words to every
Gobin.
song.
It has been.
Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. But that was 30 years ago.
She used to have a show.
And now it's a disco.
But
for a look.
Oh, here. This is
can I
her.
wear this?
This
Yes.
is Mrs. America.
It's Mr.
Wait.
America right there.
Oh,
Yeah, cut your head.
head.
that's what I said.
Hey, it's one size
Wait,
fits all.
The head? No, this doesn't fit anybody.
Doesn't
Look,
fit my head either.
it would be like this.
Hold on.
This is
That
not
means
good,
that you
right?
drank a lot.
This is not.
When,
your
hey, go
arm in
fix
there.
that crown.
Ready?
Ready?
Okay, this is it.
Okay.
There's a new Mrs.
the new
America,
Mrs. America.
in town.
The problem is that I'm sorry, the crown doesn't fit. Right.
Yeah, but they say just
They're
like
clapping.
You know, I can't work like this.
bad working conditions.
Mr. TSV,
I-
as I like to call
How do
him.
you like
I've
my
been here
jacket?
since 6 a.m. I can't work like this. I need a
Okay.
crown that's going to fit.
All right.
Honey,
we'll get it.
what's that statement, that adage? Go adjust your crown.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Go adjust your crown.
your
Okay.
crown.
So,
you are a queen.
We're saying
I'll give you
goodbye.
your-
Was that? That's too quick. I'm
Unfortunately.
ready to keep
I
going.
know.
Are you saying-
Unfortunately,
Are you saying goodbye to me or everybody?
everybody. Which
Okay.
is
Gary,
really,
you
really
gotta
sad.
go.
Yeah.
You just have to go now.
She's like, do not take
Do
my
not.
last
I
few
have
minutes.
45 seconds left.
That's right.
All right.
That's
I'll
right.
give you your shining moment. I'm going to just slide right off.
We
Yeah.
love you, Gary.
You can
Gobin.
do like a
She's
little
wearing
tap
your
dance.
TSV, by
you
the
can
way.
like do it and we'll take a hook.
She's wearing your TSV.
Yes.
That's right.
I support.
Well, I just wanted to say that was
That was too fast.
too fast.
I had so
and
much I wanted to get
We're
to.
going to need to do it again, Sean. I know that nobody watched this episode, but you know what?
Do not, when you go home,
Yeah.
do
okay.
not put your gonads in the water.
Phil, you hear that?
Phil,
Keep the gonads.
keep
out
them
of
in
the
your,
water.
keep them in the tidy
Okay.
whities.
All right.
No need to drop them. You have enough children now.
Do
4.
you? We have 3. Do you hear the music
No.
yet?
Oh, you have 5.
And do you
You
know
have 5.
that? Hold on.
5. I forgot you have 5. You have 2 fur babies.
Oh my! Oh yeah! Oh, wait, I gotta get our fans, and we're gonna dance.
Oh, we
off
gotta.
the
Oh, you didn't teach me how to do it.
set. Yeah, I'm gonna teach you.
Oh my
You
God.
ready? So here's the
What do I
final.
do? What do
You're
I
gonna
do?
hold the fan, and you're gonna clap it. Epic, turn it around. I gave this one for you. Thank you. All right, you ready? We're gonna dance off
Oh,
the
we're gonna
set.
do it. What do we do?
You just stand up,
Okay.
and you hear the music.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we get all the
He
way
does
up.
it like this.
All the way up the set.
Oh, keep going. Like this.
My music's making gains, I can see you make waves. I like the helicopters, but I hopped on a plane. Do what you want, do what you want.